Okay, so I've got the latest Knife of the Month Club from Barrel and Blade, and I think that this is the January subscription. I know they had some issues where they had a whole huge backlog of orders come in. So either this is the January one coming late or the February one just a few days early, but either way, we're gonna open this thing up, so let's check it out. What's up guys, Eric here from At Home in the Future, and I'm back with another Barrel and Blade Knife of the Month subscription unboxing, or unpackaging in this case. So if you're unfamiliar with Barrel and Blade, they're most known for their really cool like monthly survival tactical prepping box they have every month. There's two different levels of that, but this is a newish subscription they started offering about midway last year. It's a Knife of the Month thing, 99 bucks a month. They always promise a knife worth a lot more than that. This has some really interesting options over the months here, so if you want to check out any of those other unboxings, go check them out on the channel. And as always, if you want to get the subscription for yourself, check out the link on the screen or down in the description and get going on this thing. Like I said in the opening of this video, I think this is finally the January package. They had a big backlog of orders for the Knife of the Month Club, which is really cool, but I think they ran into some supply chain stuff where they didn't have enough to fulfill them. So I think this might be what this is. Okay, let's see. We have a Pentagon XR. There's your little card here. Yeah, here we go. So the SOG Pentagon XR OD green. Ooh, I like OD green, so that's exciting. So I'm not too familiar with this knife. I am familiar with the XR thing, which is kind of like SOG's version of the Axis lock, that bar lock that everybody's kind of iterating on now. Finally, that Benchmade, I think, lost the patent to that, so everybody else can use it too. But I have a few knives that have the XR lock. So it looks like we have a 3.66 inch cryogenically heat-treated CTS XHP stainless steel blade. Good night, that's a long sentence. Ultra Grip G10. XR lock. So I'm not familiar with this knife, and I'm not familiar with Cryo CTS XHP as a steel either, so that is interesting. So yeah, here's the box. Here's like a brief overview of the knife in the back. SOG kind of has this interesting packaging on some of their more recent knives. This little slide out thing here. Let's check this thing out, pretty curious. I guess we need to cut it up here too. Okay, there we go, nice and slidey. All right, I do like the OD green. So we got kind of a spear point style blade. Is that sharp on the top? Just at the tip top, looks like there's a tiny little sharpened edge there for piercing, I guess. And then sharpened along the bottom. Interesting, it is a very grippy handle. So I've had some SOGs in the past recently with this XR lock, and for some reason with the other ones I've had, the G10 on those has felt like a very plasticky G10. This does not feel like that, this feels pretty good. Some jimping here on the back, jimping along the bottom. There's a little back spacer there as well. We've got a little plastic thing. Let's slide that out. We've got a deep-ish carry clip, not quite all the way. You're still going to have a little bit of handle poking out of your pocket. The XR lock. I wonder, let's see how smooth this is. All right, it's not bad. Thumb studs. The thumb studs too, I've noticed on some of my SOGs, stick out way to the side. This one's no different. It doesn't go past the handle really. That's a pretty deep thumb stud. Okay, so we got a little notch oil there. You know what, does it have a flipper? Did I miss that? Oh, we do have a flipper. Okay. Let's see if I can flick it out. Yeah, thumb studs, I can flick it out. The angle on these is just a little bit different than I'm used to. Okay, this thing's pretty cool though. It's a bigger knife for sure. I will say though, this is the first of SOG's XR lock that actually feels pretty good to me. Sorry if I sound skeptical in this lock. I had a few other knives that have this lock system and it's just a little bit stiff. What's the one I'm thinking of? I have one, I think it's a Terminus that also has an XR. It's got carbon fiber handles and like a gold treatment on the blade. It's my huge like knife comparison video if you want to go check it out. Super cool knife I love the look of, but no matter what I do, I can't get it smooth. But this thing is actually, well, I guess for one thing, it's a lot more premium than some of the other SOGs I have, which probably makes up for the action there. It's weird because it's so smooth, it almost feels like there's blade play or something, but there's not at all. That is very, very, very stiff. Like I mentioned too, this G10 is actually super grippy. That little dimpled textured pattern on there, it just feels nicer. This definitely feels more premium than the other SOGs in my collection. Cool, yeah, I'm digging this thing. Like I mentioned, the XR lock too, much better than the other SOGs I've had it on. is gonna be the whole video. It's just me opening and closing this thing back and forth. But it's nice, big deep choil. Really cool kind of military style colorway too, which I really like. Nice. All right, this kind of continues a trend of some knives I've acquired on the channel recently that are using their own sort of bar lock and actually doing a pretty good job of it. These actually feel really nice in this. This is cool. So it looks like our pocket clip here, you can switch to the other side. That may be the only thing I really don't like about this is just the grooves they built in to be able to make the pocket clip ambidextrous. I don't really like the look of those, just exposed like that. But overall, this thing's actually pretty sick. That little sharpened spear point is pretty neat. Really dark kind of coated finish on the blade, which is nice too. You got these cool grooves built into the blade as well. Spear point's super cool. Overall, this thing's kind of won me over. I'll be honest, when I first opened the package and saw that it was a SOG, I haven't been like head over heels for the SOGs that I've acquired recently, but this one kind of changes my mind a little bit. Really nice blade, super grippy, big, beefy handle, get lots of grip on it. Very cool tactical style blade. So, and something different that I feel like we've seen from the Barrel and Blade Knife of the Month Club so far. And man, this has been a great subscription to have. If you're into knives, like I said, 99 bucks a month, but you always get a knife that's way more than what you pay for. I mean, this thing, the MSRP is 180 bucks. I feel like I may have seen this maybe on Blade HQ or so for 150. Does that sound right? But that's still a huge value compared over to what you put into this. So yeah, I'm a fan. Pretty cool. This thing is smooth and actually more fidgety than you would expect it to be. Really dig that. So cool knife this month. As always, if you want to get this sub for yourself, check out the link on the screen or down in the description. A really good deal. And really all of Barrel and Blade stuff is pretty fun. So cool. So that is the January Knife of the Month Club from Barrel and Blade. And probably we'll have the February one here in a few days since this took a little while to get here. But super cool knife. The SOG, Pentagon, XR, and OD Green. Really cool. So that is it for this unboxing. As always, if you dug this video, be sure to hit the like button because it helps the channel out a ton, and subscribe if you want to see more knives and more unboxings like this. We'll see you next time.